You are now locked in to Crossover Media.
I feel like this is going viral on TikTok. I think that's how I learned about this, because I went diving to find it on YouTube. The beat was cold. The 808s feel a little bit too strong for this style of beat, but I'm curious.
The track came that they had my back, them boy couldn't name me a time and date. I got broskies back, whatever the situation, give me time and place. I've been working on trusting again, don't know but the time it takes. And I've always been DTB, I've never been CLB like Drake. I can't live a normal life, no more this shit got me wishing I hid my face. I ain't been getting no sleep on a regular, I think it's because of the money I chase.
Nah, yeah, this is cold. I feel like, now that I'm thinking about it, it seems like there's this generation now of up-and-coming artists that are diverting away from like the really rude street drill, and it's like it's a mix of the pain, a mix of like just trying to be rappers. This is reminding me a lot of my guy Chirac. He produces a lot of the beats that I use on my channel. Make sure I check out Chirac, and even somebody like Cavo. Like they have this style, Sykes for example, where like they're not being too rude. You can hear maybe there's things they've seen in his experience, but they're really trying to be rappers and they're giving you technical aspects of rap. I'm liking what I'm hearing.
Situation, give me time and place. I've been working on trusting again, don't know but the time it takes. And I've always been DTB, I've never been CLB like Drake. I can't live a normal life, no more this shit got me wishing I hid my face. I ain't been getting no sleep on a regular, I think it's because of the money I chase. Gotta make sure that everyone eats, need to put food on my family's plate. When bro should have been in school, he was putting numbers in the sheet. I put all of my heart and my passion. I said I would blow, they were telling me no. I'm guessing they must have been capping. Bays upset that I ain't been present, cause I've been focused on the rapping, but I need to leave the hood soon. Could've blocked you hot like June. I gotta get bread, no room to be slacking. So many sleep.
Yeah, this beat is the high. I can already tell the beat a highlight. The beat is a highlight here. Obviously, like I said, there's aspects of the beat that I'm just like, well, the main aspect of me, I feel like the 808s are really overpowering him. I think this is one of those that needed kind of softer, more subtle 808s, but the vocals, they're doing just enough that you hear it, but it's not distracting you from what he's saying. And then he's delivering some really dope stuff too. This is what I like to hear.
To leave the hood soon. Could've blocked you hot like June. I gotta get bread, no room to be slacking. So many sleepless nights, grind, no stop to the whole gang eating bread. You went there when I had no cake, but you're thinking about getting a slice. Ever since I've been handled with fame.
You weren't there when I didn't have no cake, now you want to get a slice. I know that's not exactly what he said, but that's the gist of what he said. You weren't here when I didn't have it, now when I do have it, you're trying to get a piece.
Gotta get bread, no room to be slacking. So many sleepless nights, grind, no stop to the whole gang eating bread. You went there when I had no cake, but you're thinking about getting a slice. Ever since I've been handled with fame, I've been ducking from evil eye. And them girls that were moving tight told them that there's been a change in price. The track came that they had my back, them boy couldn't name me a time and date. I got broskies back, whatever the situation, give me time and place. I've been working on trusting again, don't know but the time it takes. And I've always been DTB, I've never been CLB like Drake. The track came that they had my back, them boy couldn't name me a time and I got broskies back, whatever the situation, give me time and I've been working on trusting again.
Yeah, man. I'm liking this generation of young artists that are coming up, because they're bringing another layer of substance back into the thing, yo. Like, you can hear the drill influences, you can hear the pain from the street experience. They aren't necessarily giving you something super trappy like a Pot of Paper or a T-Way or a K-Trap, but they also aren't giving you anything super drilly, but they also aren't giving you something that's super commercial either. It's like a perfect harmony of everything. Like this kind of style is what I'm hoping is going to be the next wave of UK urban music, whatever it is you want to call it. Because this right here,
don't know but the time it takes. And I've always been DTB, I've never been CLB like Drake.
Alright then. This beat is beautiful. I can see why this one went so viral. Okay. X10. Alright then. Okay, I thought it was gonna be rap at first. The beat feels like it's gonna be a lot of things at once. I'm not sure.
I thought about quitting and I came out hard. I told bro I'ma be in the charts. Never really thought I would come this far. I took so many L's on the way. It took me a minute to better my craft. I was doing up F for the man them. Now hands with the A and R. So I couldn't care about fame or followers. I need me 1,000,000 funds, and I really deserve that shit all the time and work that I put on my ones. Needed a...
Nah. Put some respect on it. He's dumping. And he's saying some real stuff, and he is dumping.
Quitting and I came out hard. I
told him back the whole verse. Put him back that whole verse.
X10.
I wasn't sure about the beat at first, then it dropped, and I'm just saying, alright. Very bouncy, the kick is on point. Yeah, man.
I thought about quitting and I came out hard. I told bro I'ma be in the charts. Never really thought I would come this far. I took so many L's on the way. It took me a minute to better my craft. I was doing up F for the man them. Now I'm in me, so the head of Atlantic, shaking hands with the A and R. So I couldn't care about fame or followers. I need me 1,000,000 funds, and I really deserve that shit all the time and work that I put on my ones. Needed a friend, couldn't find me none. You were calling for help, I couldn't say no. I was getting it done, but you're there in the vibe and the party's ton. I can't deal with no fake. I was loving my crew, no cap. I'd rather be hated. And I'm glad that I never.
That reminds you of the bar from Hangman from Dave. Y'all know the bar. You know the one. If you listen to Dave, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
When I was trying to work, niggas never tried to turn up. But when it's time to turn up, everybody turns up.
Head of Atlantic, shaking hands with the A and R. So I couldn't care about fame or followers. I need me 1,000,000 funds, and I really deserve that shit all the time and work that I put on my ones. Needed a friend, couldn't find me none. You were calling for help, I couldn't say no. I was getting it done, but you're there in the vibe and the party's ton. I can't deal with no fake. I was loving my crew, no cap. I'd rather be hated. And I'm glad that I never gave up. I stood my ground and patiently waited. If the label ain't talking 7 figures, I'm not persuaded.
You know what he's reminding me of? I don't want to make the comparison, but he said several different things and he delivered in so many different similar ways. He's reminding me a lot of Central C in terms of the way he's articulating his mindset, the way he's talking about his experiences, some of the cadences, just a little bit, right? I'm not saying he's mimicking him. I'm just saying he's kind of showing me that there, again, is this up-and-coming generation of artists that aren't trying to do any one particular sound in drill, right? Besides like them being themselves. You feel me? I think that's the next generation right now. People are just trying to be themselves. They ain't trying to be too drilly. They ain't trying to be too road. They ain't trying to be too much of the trap. They're giving you little bits of it all, but all know what they're saying is I'm here. I'm trying to get here. Here's all my experiences. Here's all the people that are around me. Here's who I do want to have around me. Here's who I don't want to have around me. It feels so much more like genuine and authentic, and it's not feeling forced. And another artist who reminds you of that, again, is Central C, in my opinion.
Was times where I never was rated. Now I'm due to be shutting on stage. I feel like I'm trapped in this London city. I just pray that I make it out. I've been focused on getting my pound, but this generation only care about clout. When I was flat on my face in need of a mate, I clearly had no one around. It's funny now man's on top. I just wanna make mumsy proud. I should've kicked ball like Rashford, but I'm too hard when it comes to the rap. I'm in a booth and they get me a plaque, while bros OT still serving crack. We ain't never lived no sweet life. I got my coldies back like Zach.
I didn't want to say when he said the Rashford bar, I'm gonna let that one slide. But then he kind of started making some cliche references. I'm just like, man, you gave us so much better. That don't fall into the trap of giving us the cliches. But again, given that this is probably one of his first songs to really take off, if not his first, I'll let it slide. But he kind of started jumping into some of the tropes. Just as I said, he was being himself, being original. He started giving me some of the traditional tropes I'm not crazy about. But yeah, I'm enjoying this, and I like that juxtaposition he gave. Like, my man just still OT selling crack, but I'm here trying to get a plaque, right? Like, creating these two contrasting visuals that feel equally authentic. He's not trying to say, I'm out here doing XYZ, but I still have a level of, like, not relevance. It's still kind of relevant to my life to a degree. You know what I mean? So I'm not too far, well, I'm far enough removed that I'm not in it, but I'm still not so far removed that I'm not necessarily witnessing it, or people around me aren't witnessing and experiencing it either. That's really cool.
Clearly I'm no one around.
Not that it's happening, but the way that you put it together.
I just wanna make mumsy proud. I should've kicked ball like Rashford, but I'm too hard when it comes to the rap. I'm in a booth and they get me a plaque, while bros OT still serving crack. We ain't never lived no sweet life. I got my coldies back like Zach. I ain't buying no watch or chain if I ain't giving my mumsy racks. Need me a beta, we'll keep it real. Stay with a kid if I call me a felony. But I said that I'm DTB. Pain in my heart, I'm in need of a remedy. You can get cut right off, no cap, if I don't fuck with your energy. He was hating on the low, my own brethren turned to an enemy. I hated the fact I was doing up F for the rap weren't giving me bread. And them times that I should have been studying for my exams, I chose to make money instead. When I was sitting in times of need, I didn't receive on call or text. She was fucking with me for the clout. That's the reason I hate my ex. Feel like I'm trapped in this London city. I just pray that I make it out.
Like, was actually about to repeat that. I like, again, he's giving you real moments, right? Things that other artists can say, artists who are more street or whatever, in terms of like being stabbed in the back or whatever, but he's framing it in a way that's so much more relatable. You know what I mean? He isn't framing it as like street beef. Just like, yo, regular, I was going up, and then people who were with me at the time, they started going against me. Like, we all can relate to that kind of experience at some point in our life. You know what I mean? It's way more relatable than being out on road doing XYZ. So that's why I think he has so much potential to really, really take off. I hope this doesn't just end up being a single viral moment on TikTok because of the beat or whatever, and he actually gets recognition, because I can hear it. He's definitely one of those leaders of the new school. I can hear it.
I've been focused on getting my pound, but this generation only care about clout. When I was flat on my face in need of a mate, I clearly had no one around. It's funny now man's on top. I just wanna make mumsy proud. Feel like I'm trapped in this London city. I just pray that I make it out. I've been focused on getting my pound, but this generation only care about clout. When I was flat on my face in need of a mate, I clearly had no one around. It's funny now man's on top. I just wanna make mumsy proud.
Yeah, man, this is enjoyable. Both parts are very enjoyable. I can see myself listening to this. He reminds me a bit of like Dino. He reminds you of that era of like Dino. Sorry, I'm bugging. Well, Dino, obviously, he reminds you a little bit of A1J1. He reminds you a bit of like EO. He reminds you of all these people who have these things where they kind of talk about that early stages. I'm hustling, I'm grinding, I'm trying to get out the streets, I'm trying to make my mom proud, I'm trying to do all these things for people around me. All of that, again, Sykes, my man Chirac, they all have this style that's like really prominent right now on the low. And I hope that it becomes more and more prominent, because I think that it has the potential to really take the scene to a whole other level, because more people are going to be able to relate to and identify with it. All in all, very dope. I want to play this again, so y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. And as always, if you're new here, my name is Shadiq, and hang tight for some more reactions. It's the most coffee out, but until next time, peace. I stumbled on my words, y'all get the point.